Good morning, boys and girls. This is Ms. Paws here. Today you're going to be doing an Edulastic with word problems. So I am going to do a couple with you so that you have an idea of some strategies. Some of them will be easier than others. Some of them will just be counting cubes. Some will be analyzing the layers. So first thing I want to talk about is what volume is. And in Zern, you probably spoke about the fact that volume is a measure of how much space an object takes up. So when we have volume, we have length, we have width, and we have height. Okay, so we have length and width and height. But for now, we're going to look at it in terms of cubes. And each one of these is a cubic unit. Okay, so I'm going to clear that for a moment. All right, we're going to look here, and we're going to look here, and we're going to pretend that this is problem 1. And problem 1 wants to know how many layers are in this rectangular prism. So if I'm looking here, this is a layer. Okay, so we have 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers, and 5 layers. Okay, now it asks us for the number of cubes in each layer. So I'm going to change my color here so we can take a look. We're going to look at the top layer. So I see 1 cube here, another cube next to it. So I have 2 cubes, 3, 4, 5, 6 cubes. So it's easiest to see when you can really count. It's sometimes either the top or the bottom. So we have 6 cubes in each layer. Now it asks us the total volume in cubic units. So if I go here and I have 6, and I have here 6 units, 6, another 6, and another 6 units. So I have 6 5 times, and 5 times 6 is equal to 30. So I have here for the volume 30. And cubic units looks like this. Units, and then the little 3 on the top, which means cubic units. Okay, so let's think of this next one as question number 2. Okay, I am going to clear this again. Okay, so when it comes down to the next one, all right, let's take a look. It asks us for the volume. Now, we already figured this out, that the volume was 30 units cubed. All right, I got to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, now, it says here, it's asking us, what would the volume be with 1 layer added? Well, the volume here is 30, okay? Now, the layer, if we added 1 more layer to this actual rectangular prism, well, how many cubes are in a layer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would add 6 to the volume. So here, if we had the same rectangular prism and we added another layer, we would have 36 units cubed for the volume. Now it's asking us for the next question, what would the volume be if we had 2 more layers? So we added 6 for the first one. Now we need to add another 6 because we'd have another layer and another layer. So 36 plus 6 is 42, and that would be 42 units cubed. Okay, now the last question, and I apologize for this here. Okay, moved it a little bit. What if we took the same rectangular prism and we took 1 layer away? So let's say we have this and the volume is 30. And we take a layer, I'm going to change the color here, take it to my black, and we get rid of this layer. Would we add 6? No, we would take our original volume and we would subtract 6 because we got rid of it. So here, the volume would be 24 units cubed. So boys and girls, when you're doing these problems on Edulastic, think about what they're asking, okay? Remember that volume is a measure of how much space an object takes up. Remember that, I'm going to, again, clear the page, that these are your layers. How many layers a rectangular prism has. And when you're talking about cubes and you're talking about how many are in a layer, look to see if you could, the best way that you could easily count them. So here again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, boys and girls, I hope this helped you in doing the next part of your lesson today. Have a great day.